Man. See, y'all better not ever say I don't love y'all because it's late over here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning in Philly. But I wanted to get on here and finish talking about the cases we talked about on last night live. I mainly want to talk about Cash Garden case because I've done some digging, got some information, and I want to talk about it really quickly. Not going to be long. We're going to continue this conversation to tomorrow, but I want to at least be on here for at least 15-20 minutes talking about some of the information I did find. Nobody on this live yet, but at this point, I don't even care because, like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started either way. So let me share my screen. Okay, y'all. So first of all, is the surveillance video out? Well, let me start for those of y'all who don't know about Cash Garden case. Cash was a 4-year-old little boy who was taken up out of his bed by his 18-year-old neighbor, allegedly. It is video footage that I did show yesterday. If you did not see it, go back to yesterday's live that I did, and the surveillance video of this 18-year-old going inside Cash room and taking him. But I want to talk about, it has been a turn in the case, y'all. So I'm gonna read this article really quickly. After the kidnapping and killing of 4-year-old Cash Garden in Dallas last week, neighbor Jose Alvarado checked his security cameras for any footage that might help investigators. What he found sent chills up his spine. The video is from 10 weeks before little Cash was left dead of stab wounds on the ground, but it shows the teenager charged with abducting Darian Brown, scrolling down the street, opening Alvarado's backyard gate, and peering in before quickly walking away. And let me go ahead and show this video really quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen to show this video. I know it's late, nobody on here, but I'm gonna just go ahead. Hey sis. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this video really quickly. Just give me a second, y'all. Okay, here we go. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Let me go back and make sure that I share my screen. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, y'all, this is a new video that I'm about to show y'all of 18-year-old Darian, who broke inside of his neighbor's home and brutally murdered 4-year-old Cash Garden. So apparently, as I just read, a neighbor had checked his, his camera and found, a video of 18-year-old Darian 10 weeks prior to this murder trying to break inside their home. So he been trying to do this. He been trying to break inside this family home, and for some reason attack this twin boy for some reason. But let's watch the video because I got some more about this case that I just found out today. Let me move my screen up. Yes, sis, I'm sick over this too. It's crazy. So much with these kids just being murdered and kidnapped. It's sad. Yep, they said he had a mental issue. Let me turn this down really quickly. So let me see. So it said Alvarado's house shares a back alley with the home of Monica Sherritt, 35, who was taking care of Cash and his twin Carter. She has said she was dating the twins' father, Trevor Garner, a 31-year-old construction worker, until he reportedly left town in March when a court ordered him to report to rehab. So hold on. So you mean to tell me the father left his kids because it was a warrant out for his arrest? I mean, it was a warrant out for him to go to rehab? Wow, this is crazy. They left Sherrod to care for the boys for the next 2 months, unbeknownst to their mother, Melinda Seagrove, who lived in Houston. So the biological mother had no idea where her boys were. Well, she thought that the boys was with the father, but she didn't know where the father was, residing at the time. So I don't know if he kidnapped these boys. Not kidnapped, but I don't know if he took these boys without, the mother's permission. I'm not sure. Early in the morning of May 15, a young man crept into the twins' bedroom, lifted a still sleeping Cash out of the toddler bed he shared with Carter, and walked out. A chilling scene captured in grainy black and white by your baby monitor. The footage obtained by Daily Mail shows the intruder returning about 2 hours later. And that's my thing. Like, he just was way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. Usually when people burglarize in your home, or, whatever they're doing in your house that they ain't got a business doing in your house, they're going to get the fuck in and out. They're not going to take their sweet time. They're not going to come back a second time in broad daylight, because he came back again, y'all, broad daylight, 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's just too comfortable for me. Whether you lived in a block, you was a neighbor, like, still, it's too risky. So that's why I feel like it's more to the case to me. Especially with the information I'm going to spill in just a second. Okay, so we read that. All right, so let me show you something. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I don't know why it's not clicking. Why isn't it? Just give me 1 second. I don't know why these emails not allowing me to click. All right, I don't know why. It's just working. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the father. Hope y'all can see it. Try to blow it up. Okay, so this is the twins' father right here. Trevor Garner, 31, had custody of the boys and moved in with Sherrod in February. So he just basically met her and started dating her. He moved into her house in February, y'all, this year, February. He fled in March because he had a warrant out for his arrest. I mean, not warrant out for his arrest. He had a warrant to go to rehab. So he thought it was a bright idea to get up. Also, he won't go to rehab. Get up and leave his twin boys. He fled and merged, learning there was a warrant out for his arrest and has not been heard from since. Sherrod said, "This is crazy. So you just up and leave your boys because you got a warrant out for your arrest. Like, help me make the, like, it don't even make no sense." Sis, can you see what I'm saying? Exactly. Sis, do you see the pictures? You see the screen? Let me go back to StreamYard to see if you see what I'm trying to show you. Oh, so I don't think you was able to see it. Let me see now. All right, let me see. Stop share. Share screen. Just give me 1 second. Can y'all see my screen that I'm sharing? I see the statement. I see screen with pics. Okay. All right. So this is the stepmother right here. This is who the boys were staying with. This is who the father left his boys with. This lady right here. Right? So let me go back to the other picture because I don't think y'all seen it then. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Yo, I promise I don't know what this shit is. Gorgeous wife ride like that. But anyway, he allegedly left. They're saying that he left his twin boys with the woman he met in February. He just met her in February. He started dating her. He left in March because he had some type of warrant out for his arrest. All right, so let me see. No, allegedly the bio mom is saying she's speaking out, which I'm gonna get to in just a second, but she's speaking out and stating that she had no idea where the boys was. She couldn't find the boys. The father allegedly just up and took the boys. But we're gonna get in there in just a few. Let me blow this up for y'all. Okay, so abductor Darian Brown broke in through the garage to snatch the toilet as he slept next to his brother. So this is just a picture of, what the room looked like. I see that the curtain is down. I don't know. This is the father. That's the father with his twin boys. Right, she should have took him to grandma. I mean, he should have took him to grandma. So the bio mom spoke out. She did an interview. She's upset with the stepmom or whatever we want to call her. Because again, he just met her in February. He up and left her ass on Valentine's, in March. Let me see. So allegedly the bio mom is upset with the stepmother because allegedly she done made up a GoFundMe page, trying to get money for little kid's death, and the bio mom's not having it. She's not having it. And honestly, which I don't blame. So let me finish these pictures. This is just another picture of the bedroom. Let me zoom it in. I wonder what happened to the bedroom window. Why does it, look like that? As she walked through the bedroom, Sherrod looked around tearfully and was silent for a moment before saying, "I just couldn't face this before. The pain is so deep." So wait, is there a door inside the kid's bedroom? Wait a minute. Are the boys sleeping in the goddamn garage? Right, sis. I'm not sure. Hold up. Because they say he broke through the garage. So is this the garage? Look at the ceiling. I don't know. Why is it a door inside these twin boys' room? Because this door look like it's leading to outside, not like a hall to the hallway inside the house. This look like outside because look at their window. So I'm assuming. And they have because look at the door. It have two locks on it. The bottom lock, the top lock. And she did state that the twin boys, she made room for the boys inside her home, and they stayed in the back part of the house, separated from where her and her kids were staying it. Yep, sis, you see that? So hold up, was the boys staying in the garage? Like, is this the garage that she made into a bedroom? Look at this ceiling part. Look at this. Let me zoom this in somewhere. I don't know. Look at this ceiling. Look at the windows boarded up. It looked like some type of wood boarded up the windows. Like, look at this door. The top lock, bottom lock. This look like a front door, back door type of situation. Look at this switch. Like, I don't know. Like, this look like a garage to me. Honestly. This is crazy. And that's why she claims she didn't hear anything, because the boys, first of all, that's dangerous in itself. Like, you don't put kids, you keep kids, especially at nighttime during bedtime, you keep kids close to where you can hear them, because shit like this can happen. You don't have 4-year-old little boys at one point, like, you know what I'm saying, one part of the house and you in one part. She have an 18-year-old, which is the guy I'm about to show y'all in a second. She have an 18-year-old, she have a 15-year-old. She also have two other little kids that is actually hers. But my thing is, why not give your 18-year-old, your 15-year-old the garage or the back room? Why not give the two little boys so you can keep an eye out on them? They're younger, they're minor. You could give the 18-year-old grown ass man, okay? He could have got the garage. Exactly, says, I don't know. It's getting crazier and crazy. Like, it's ridiculous out here. It really is. Right, let me see what's the. I got so many pictures. It's like, I don't even know where to start. Right. I don't know. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, they just killing babies and doing whatever, God knows what, with these kids. I'm trying to get to the pictures of okay. So even right here it states, trying to blow it up. Okay, it says he then made his way to the boys' room, which is located in the back of the house, away from where Sherrod, her sons, Matthew 15th, Landon 14th, and Karen 18, plus her daughter Emily 16. So wait a minute, she have all big kids, not even little kids. I thought she had little kids. So you mean to tell me she had a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old, right? But you have these 4-year-old twins sleeping on a complete total opposite side of the house. Like how does that make sense? Why not have your 18-year-old, your 15, your 16, shit, even the 14-year-old? Why have the two 4-year-old twins on the opposite side of the house? It's just all too convenient for me. Like, I'm not buying this shit. I'm sorry. And again, their room looked like a goddamn garage. A goddamn garage. That's what it looked like to me. She had them boys in the garage. I'm sorry. Right, in the garage. Let me see. All right, so this is her son. Yesterday, because I was new, I didn't really know too much about this case yesterday, but as I did my research, I found out this is actually her son and not her brother. Remember yesterday I was seeing her brother. Her brother, it looked like it could possibly be her brother, but it's her son. So yesterday I was seeing the video, to me looked like it could possibly be her son. To me, they both built the same, tall, slim. They both have hair. I don't know. And listen, look. So she continued through tears before collapsing in sobs. And they did do it. They took him. First of all, who is they? You already know, allegedly, who took this little boy. It was one person. It was your 18-year-old neighbor. So who is they? Why are you saying they? He was 4. He was like this big. He was so little. He wasn't even the size of a 4-year-old. He was so tiny. Sherry paid a loving tribute to Cash, who she described as so happy. I don't know, y'all. Like these, I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but I don't know. Like, it's just something not sitting right with me. Something not sitting right with me about this case. So you and your kids in the house comfortable. The baby's in the garage separate from Monta. Exactly. But this was like, come on. Too convenient for me. Way too fucking convenient. Let me see. Did I show this one? I already seen it. Got it. Please bear with me, y'all, because I'm trying to find. I should have put them in order, but all right. So let's look at this. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to zoom it in so you guys can see it. Okay, Sherrod Wright, which is the stepmother, said she and Gurner and Chad knew each other for 2 years and met in their home city of Houston, with the twins regularly staying temporarily with her before moving in full time. So they knew each other for 2 years, started dating in February, where he moved in with her, and again he left in March. He left his twin boys with her. This is the father. Good evening, Sharita. Right. It don't make no sense to me. But let's see what else. It's a timeline. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I want to read this timeline out to y'all. So again, this is just a picture of the boys and their father. She told Zelly Mel she doesn't know where Gurney picture with the boys is, saying, I have tried reaching out, but I'm not getting a response. Talking about the father. She's been trying to reach out to the father, allegedly. But again, this theory don't sit right with me. So again, the father, the mother, the biological mother has been looking for her boys. According to her, the father takes the boys from the mother, move in with somebody that he's dating in February, ups and leave this woman in March because he have a warrant out for his arrest, allegedly, and leave his twin boys. Now, one of the twin boys end up murdered. Like, it just, this story just don't, I don't like it. Let me see. Alright, so let me pick it up. So let's say Brown appears to be at pains not to wake the two boys throughout the video. Then in one swift motion, he quickly picks up Cash, who is immediately awoken and bolts out of the room with the toddler in his arms. So this is him. Now, yesterday I was initially saying that this looked like it could be, which we now know is the son, the 18-year-old son, I believe. But now that I'm actually looking at it, this actually do look like the neighbor. I'm gonna be honest. I believe it was him. Like, I believe it was him. But I believe it's more to the story. I believe somebody possibly could put him up to it. I don't know. Maybe the stepmom was upset that, you know, the father left her two boys. I mean, left his two boys with her. She probably like, you know, like, how the hell you just want to leave your kids? Anybody would probably be upset about that. Like, you dating somebody and, you know, they got kids, they come live with you. Next thing you know, he up and leave his kids with you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay. I want to look back at this picture again because I want to make sure I'm not tripping. Because we know that he broke in through the garage. And this looked like the garage. This got to be where he broke through it. Look at the door. Remember the door that we just was looking at? And I said, why do they have a door? Look at the top lock and the bottom lock. So the 4-year-old twin boys were sleeping in the goddamn garage. Look at this. This ceiling. To me, it looked like you know how a garage look? Some of the garage we have in that thing. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. And again, this is not the picture that shows the door, but the door is shown right here. Right. Stimulus, food stamps, all that. So the boys were sleeping in the goddamn garage because the door is over here. This is the one though which looked like it leads outside. I can see the light. And what happened to the window? It's like it's some type of pink. This looks like a garage, y'all. I'm sorry. and then they on a totally opposite side of the house. This enough alone is scary for me. First of all, your kids, or okay, not your kids, but they're in your custody right now. All be in the other side of the house. First of all, with 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, if this is the one though, 4 big ass windows. One of the windows was boarded up though, which I wonder, was it for safety? Because the rest of them wasn't covered up. I mean, I think you can see it right here. If you look through that blue curtain, it was like some type of board right there. Look at him smiling. This is the one, that it happened to. Look at him. What possessed him to do this? So apparently he been trying to do this because, again, the neighbor had looked through his footage, and 10 weeks prior to this, the neighbor seen that he was already trying to break inside their house. And remember, y'all, the stepmom said the day before, was it the day before or 2 days before, she sold her story to the Daily Mail for who knew how much money and did an interview. Wow, I ain't even think of that. It's just crazy. This lady looks sick. And again, I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but this lady to me looks sick in the face. She looks sick to me. Nobody reported it. No, that's another thing. I was looking for the timeline. I have the timeline. I'm gonna pull it out on my phone because I guess I didn't send it to my email so that I can share it on my screen. But I do have it, the timeline, and it was something that she said that was just off to me that I don't think I sent either. But I'm gonna just read it. Let me just find it really quickly. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna read the timeline real quick. It says 4:58 a.m. Darian Brown breaks into the home on the 7500 block of Florina Parkway and snatches cash while he's sleeping next to his brother Carter. 6:55 a.m. Local resident Antoine Square finds Cash stabbed to death and wearing nothing but a pair of shorts on the 7500 block of Ridge Drive. 7:30 a.m. Darian Brown returns to the bedroom for Cash's twin brother Carter. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. Like I keep seeing it because it's just unbelievable. Like how comfortable he was. 7:30 a.m. The fucking sun is bright and shining. So like you didn't think that somebody possibly was up. You know what I'm saying? Like how you comfortable? Like he was too comfortable for me, y'all. It's like to me somebody sent him to do this. Ain't no way. You breaking into somebody's house and you taking your sweet time. For one, is the video we seen, y'all. He just sat there watching for at least a good few minutes. A kidnapper, somebody that's gonna burglarize your house or whatever, they're gonna get in and get the fuck out. They're not gonna sit around. They're not gonna come back to the crime scene hours later, broad daylight, with people in the goddamn house. I don't know, y'all. 10 a.m. Monica Shearer wakes up to find Cash is missing. 11 a.m. Sherrod calls 911 to report the missing child. So my thing, why did it take you an hour? Why did it take you an hour? To me, an hour seemed too long. Like if I wake up and I see that my kid in the bed where I last seen them and I looked around their house, which ain't gonna take an hour, I'm calling the police. Point blank period. I'm calling the police. And not only that, an hour. Why did it take an hour? So you mean to tell me you didn't go around, the house looking for him? Because if you did that, then you would have seen that the door was fucked up for somebody breaking in. You would have seen shit. So why did it take an hour? I know if my child not in the bed where I left my child there, I'm going around the house. I'm looking at checking the windows, checking doors. which ain't gonna take me no goddamn hour. It's gonna take me literally 5 minutes. Period. So when I see my kids ain't there, I'm searching. So why did it take her a whole fucking hour? A whole hour, like. But let me find what else I was looking for. Okay, so they're saying that the biological mom is a trucker. Okay, so it's the stepmom saying that Shirai, who's the stepmom, assisted Cash's biological mother, Melinda Seagrove, had not been frantically searching for the twins as reported. She wasn't this last Christmas. We begged her to even FaceTime the boys, and she wouldn't. She claimed she's a trucker. She hadn't properly seen the boys for 2 years. Trevor had custody of them. Now all of a sudden it is reported she and her mother was looking for them and they missed them because Cash passed away. So basically the stepmom saying that the biological mom being fake. She wasn't thinking about them boys until now. Where is it? What's something? Okay, so look. Sheriff's, I'm gonna read this really quick. It's a, excuse me. The former couple had known each other for 2 years and met in their home city of Houston, with the twins regularly staying temporarily with her before moving in full time. She added, Sheriff released the fateful morning, saying, the day that he was missing, listen to this, I got up late and thought it was weird. I was like, it's 10 o'clock already? So I figured Cash was still in bed. Let me read this again. The day that he was missing, I got up late and thought it was weird. So my thing is, what's weird about, like, what's weird about getting up late? I got up late and thought it was weird. So because you woke up at 10 o'clock in the morning, you thought it was weird? I'm confused. I was like, it's 10 o'clock already, you guys? So I figured Cash was still in bed. So you just get up, you don't go check the bedroom when you get up to make sure the kids are still in bed? I'm confused. Let me read the comment. I don't either. How you gonna put 2 babies on the other side of the house? Right. Absolutely. How they lying story doesn't work. She didn't even check the camera right away. Right. Why is they never call immediately? That's my thing. Trying to buy time. Sure didn't. I swear, ever since Cupcake, it's been baby. What? Yes. Baby after baby. Like, literally. Every goddamn day is a new case. Every day. And it's sickening. It's sickening. But this case right here, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's more to the story. I truly believe in my heart that, and again, I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion from what I gathered so far, that Darian, because first of all, Sherry said that Darian was friends. The 18-year-old boy the suspect was friends with, I believe, her 18-year-old son. It's already stated that Darian has mental issues. Sometimes people use people like that. No, he's not right up there. And sometimes those are the people that's more, easier to convince to do shit. Again, she could be having some type of resentment against the father up and leaving her. Her kids are grown. Well, not grown, but her kids are older enough. 15, 16, I believe 18, to get to 14 or something like that. So my thing is, like, maybe she was overwhelmed having to deal with twin 4-year-old little boys Now we know we all know that can be overwhelming. 4-year-old twin little boys like that. Come on, y'all. I feel like she might have been overwhelmed. She didn't want to take care of the responsibility. She probably like, why I got his kids and he probably out here doing who knows what with who knows, you know what I'm saying? And she probably, convinced this boy or her son, you know what I'm saying, to do this to this little boys to get them out of her way. Because why else would why would he just randomly mental health issue or not? I'm just confused. Like, why would he just randomly go to their house and want to, out of everybody in their house, not saying anybody else deserved it, nobody deserved it, but why would you go in their house to attack 4-year, because he tried to get the other one, 4-year-old twins? What would be the reason? Again, mental health issue and all. I'm sorry. Why would you target their house? Somebody that was your friend? What did these little boys do to you? What could they possibly have done? Nothing. For you to really want to take two little innocent boys' lives, it don't make sense to me at all. I feel like their family used him, knew he had mental issues, somehow convinced him, and they blackmailed him. They set him up. That's why they had that camera there. And maybe he was sitting there staring at them for a while, because he probably, who knows, he probably was thinking to himself, contemplating, like, should I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but it just don't sit right with me. It just don't. They're all be in their bag. The 5 are up and going. Y'all didn't hear nobody in their house. None of your kids, nobody heard nothing. Right, sis? There gotta be some truth to it. It don't make sense to me, though. It do not make sense. And again, I read somewhere that the biological mother is upset that the stepmother is trying to, get money. She had created a GoFundMe page trying to raise money for his death. But I know this story gonna come out sooner than later. Let me see something, because it is let me see something. Let me read it. It say motive unknown. Let me see. I just started streaming. Let's look for motive behind the scene. The motive is somebody put his ass up to it. That's the motive. That's the goddamn motive. Okay. Let me try to share my screen again so y'all can see this. All right, so I'm gonna play this video for those of you who haven't seen it. Give me a second to try to just share my screen again. Stop screen. Share screen. Y'all, it's late. 3 o'clock in the morning. Share screen. Give me a second. They probably promised him money or promised him something to commit this murder. That's what I believe. But let's watch this video. All right, 1 second, y'all. Trying to make sure y'all see it. Oh, it's 11:30 there in Cali. It's 2:34 a.m. here. I was up. I was at my sister's house. Just got home not too long ago. I'm waiting for him to get off work. So I was like, let me just get on here and go live. And because I was gonna do it earlier, but I had wound up going out unexpectedly to my sister's house. So I was saying, nobody gonna be on here. It's late. I hope y'all can see it. I could probably make it bigger. Let me see. Alright, I hope y'all can see it a little clearer. I know this is off subject, but have you seen info update? Yep, I actually have, and I was gonna talk about it. It actually slipped my mind, but yep, I do, and I'm gonna upload it probably tomorrow. I do have some information about the case. Allegedly, let me just say it really quickly while we wait for the video to play because it's moving slow. Yeah, allegedly she's she's with her father. Is pictures is like pictures and stuff like that of her with her father. I do have a picture, and it really does look like Dorsey. Okay, so this video is taking extremely long to play for some reason. Let me try to play a bit. Okay, let me see something. Play. Y'all is not letting me play it. It is in the beginning of the video because I played it earlier. But I'm trying to play it again for y'all. Alright, so I don't know what's wrong with this shit. Okay, here we go. So this was some 10 weeks prior to her murdering a little boy, trying to break into their house 10 weeks prior through the back door. Through the back way. A neighbor went through his ring light camera and he seen this footage. So he been trying to break into their house and I don't know, harm these little boys for whatever reason, which don't make sense to me. And remember what the stepmother had said the day before, I believe, or maybe 2 days before the murder took place, she caught him inside her house and she said that allegedly she got upset because the boys said that her kids said that he creeped them out. And she told him, don't ever come back. But allegedly that was her son's friend. Her son hung out with him. I believe her 18-year-old son hung out with him. So my thing is, what was he doing that was creepy? I'm pretty sure it's not the first time he was around them. If a neighbor sees this, Why still no report? Right, but I think the neighbor that showed this video, he recently just seen this after everything came to light what this boy did. He wound up going back and checking his camera and seeing that 10 weeks prior from his video that he seen this. Yeah, I don't think the neighbor seen it at first. I don't think the neighbor seen it at first. All right, give me 1 second, y'all, because I'm gonna go back to that picture of the garage that I believe these goddamn boys been sleeping at. Just give me a second. Just like the Murray Nicholson case. It's crazy, like the way they doing these babies, just throwing them the fuck away, like it's ridiculous out here. It's crazy, sad. Right. Nobody view their camera. Nope, they be waiting till shit happen, then they go back and look at the cameras. Some of these crimes would be solved fast if people did pay attention to their cameras and not wait until a crime happened, but maybe just skim through their cameras here and there. Wait a second, I'm looking for the video. So this video. Right. And it's sad because it's like the biological mom, okay, granted, you saying that you didn't know where they were. Okay, let's say she didn't know where they were. But there were these phantom boys. I don't give a damn. Like if you a parent and you really want to find your kids, you'll find your kids. There's ways you can find your kids. I really feel bad for these twins because it's like, okay, they didn't hear their biological mom. She, I guess, chose her job as a trucker. I don't know. And gave or either took the twin boys. And then now the father moves in with a female that he starts to date. Knew her for 2 years, moved in with her in February. He leaves March because he had been a warrant for his arrest. They don't like I don't get it. Like how you leave your kids because you have a warrant for your arrest with somebody you was only dating for a few months. And why not call the biological mom and tell her to get the kids if that's the case? Why would you just up and leave your kids? I don't understand some of these parents nowadays. Like your kids just be so disposable to y'all. It don't make no sense to me at all. Y'all really just be cool with leaving your kids with anybody and just, you know, acting like I ain't got no kids. And I would feel horrible leaving my kids anywhere. Should have said. Look at her, y'all. So she's not allowed to the funeral. The stepmother is not allowed to the funeral. Y'all, I'm sorry, but she looked like a sick bitch to me. I don't like that smirk on her face. Like everything about her just looks sneaky. weapon. Child unable believe weapon was used. Where is Trevor Garner? Cash Garner? So that's my question. So I'm pretty sure you heard, because the word I heard about your son situation, what happened to him. So I'm pretty sure you done heard the father I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure he heard. So you mean to tell me you still gonna have to fuck a woman for your arrest at this point? You learned, like the rest of the world, that what happened to your son. So you mean to tell me you so selfish? Excuse me. That you gonna continue to stay away? You gonna continue to be in the hideout, or wherever you at? You gonna continue to stay away? What about your other son, the other twin? I don't know, y'all. Right, I'm protecting all kids. And again, now that I look at this picture, this is definitely him. Because yesterday I was saying, like, it could possibly be her son, which I thought was her brother, but nah, now I'm looking at these two, like the hair. You can tell, at first I couldn't tell yesterday the skin color, but it looks like it is black to me. And it's like, he looking at the, I don't know, like, he even looking directly, as we can see, into the camera. And my thing is, like, he probably sitting there like, oh shit, is it? If it was a setup, if somebody put him up to it, he probably looked at the camera, synced it, and probably like, that's probably why he was sitting there thinking about the shit. Like, should I go on with it? Like, why are the cameras in here? Because again, my thing is, what would be the motive for him to harm these little boys? What possibly, these are not his, nobody that, like, is nobody to him, his neighbors, like, what possibly, not nobody even in his goddamn age group. So it's like, what could these little boys possibly have done to this grown man, 18-year-old, whatever? Like, what would be his motive? Like, why would he just, not once but twice, because he tried to break in the first time, as we seen on the video, what would make you so eager to break into their home and harm these two little boys? What the fuck did they do to you? And now allegedly the mom-in-law is saying, oh, a day before he was over her house when she came back from grocery shopping. Not saying that it's not true, but to me it just seemed all too convenient. Like, you know how like people come up with like build ups to a situation, so when the situation happens, you could go back and be like, oh, well, he wasn't here yesterday, and the kids said that he was acting creepy, and yada yada yada. So it won't look suspicious, like this came out of nowhere. Yeah, bringing kids into their chaos. And really quickly, before I get off, I'm not sure if y'all seen the video that I had posted of the since I know you've seen it, the 2-year-old little girl being stomped by her mother's male friend that she just met 3 weeks ago. So this man, that this mom, she didn't leave him, because a lot of people was mad at the mom, leaving her crazy comments and all that, saying she's a bad parent, this and that. But y'all, she didn't leave her She didn't leave her daughter with this man. Either way, in my opinion, I feel like she's still wrong because when you have kids, you can't be reckless and careless about who you have. You really have to pay attention to who you have around your kids. You just have to because of shit like this. So she didn't leave her daughter with this man. What happened was she was messing with this guy for 3 weeks, talking to him, whatever. She finally decided to allow him to stay the night at her house. So he decides to wake up in the middle of the fucking night, go inside her daughter's room, and attack her. For what? For what? Again, what could a 2-year-old child have done to a grown ass man to make you want to stomp her and then slap her? Did y'all see the video? I took it down off my page now, but I did have it up. I do want to get that girl onto my channel, the mother, and I just want to see, like, I want her to just tell what happened, like, what's going on, like. We gotta stop being so trusting. We meet a man, we bring straight to our home. Meet him on Monday, he in our house by Tuesday. Like, can't be doing this, especially when you have kids. It's dangerous out here, especially in fucking 2021. Like, can't just be meeting any old body and bringing them home. These men are sick. They're jealous of your kids. Believe it or not. Because I hear people, oh, how a grown up jealous of a child? Why would I be jealous of your son or your daughter? Because it happens all the fucking time. All the time. They get mad at the attention you showing your kid, or they get mad that you got a baby by somebody else. It's just niggas is weird. Females too. You got some sick, crazy ass females out here, and that's why I always say, like, if me and my man break up today or tomorrow, I'm just gonna be single. I don't even want to get to know anybody else. Not right now. Not right now. Life is too crazy. I'm scared to have anybody around my kids at this fucking point. You just don't know. And you can't tell. You can't tell either. Because guess what? It don't even be the ones that you think would do the shit like that by how they look. It be the ones you least expect. The ones well dressed, charming, the right things to say. Those are the ones you gotta watch out for. I'm trying to tell y'all. Those are the ones that will snake the shit out you. Those are the sneaky ones. It don't be the ones that ain't your type and you look at them like, ugh, like, you know what I'm saying? Or you're looking at them like, yeah, he looks sick, he look crazy, he look like he'll do this. They don't even be the ones. It be the ones you least fucking expect. The ones that get the girls, the ones that's, popular. Those be the sick fucking individuals. So I tell y'all, keep them away from y'all kids, please. Please. And again, nobody's perfect. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody do shit, not thinking that, it could be you. But it can be. I made mistakes like that to keep it, real with y'all. I done shit like that in my past. With my not with my youngest daughter because y'all know I'm still with her father, but with my oldest daughter, when me and her father broke up, I was young and I was just meeting guys and having them around, coming over to my apartment. I wouldn't fucking dare do that shit at this day and age. I wouldn't dare. At the grace of God, nothing, never happened, but it could have. It could have. Because I'm telling y'all, me, when I was like 18, 19, I was just, dating, getting to know people. Even with my ex. And this is why, like, honestly, y'all, like, why I'm so big on talking about these cases with kids and shit like that. Because it really, truly could have been me. Even with and this is why, like, honestly, I'm speaking on it right now, y'all, because I'm going to keep it real. And since you already know the story with my situation with my ex being abusive and all that, I made fucked up choices in my life, and I'm woman enough to admit it. I did fucked up things. I had my oldest daughter when I was 16, 17. So when I was dating this guy who was abusive to me, which reminds me of Terry Nicholson and the Marvin Nicholson case, he was beating me up. Y'all, well, not y'all, but if you've been on my channel and I've done my story times, I've been in an abusive relationship, okay? I'm talking about black eyes, everything, the whole nine, getting stumped all day. And I'm not even gonna lie. I was about like 18, 19 when I was dating him. I was leaving my daughter with him because I still was going to work and all that. I was working downtown at the mall. He was watching my daughter, taking my daughter around and all that. So, nobody can judge. But I'm speaking from experience. So when I talk about these cases and I'm talking about these parents, because I've been through some of this shit. And I regret some of the shit that I have done. So when I see that shit going on, it's like it triggered me because it's like, damn, like that really could have been me and my daughter. It could have been my situation. But by the grace of God, it wasn't. Tell you, I used to have my daughter all the time. I used to work. What was it? 3 to 9 at the mall, something like that. It was years ago. He used to watch my daughter. They used to come pick me up. But honestly, that's one thing I can say about him, even though, like, he's still a piece of shit. He was good to my daughter. But I don't even know if I can say that, because if you're not good to the parent, then you're not good to the child. Because, like, if you could hurt their parent, then you don't give a fuck about their child. But yeah, like, we just gotta stop that shit. We gotta stop being so trusting and bring these men into our home, and mental. Stop bringing these females, y'all, just fucking, and bringing them around your kids and meeting your family, and people be having motive. I'm trying to tell you, like, people really be having motive. They see you happy, your kids happy, your life is going okay. Motherfuckers get jealous. They get jealous. They get jealous, and they want to, fuck up your situation, fuck up what you got going on in your life, bring you down. So again, like, if me and him ever, break up, it's just like, I might be single. I don't even trust nobody. I don't want nobody around. But it ain't not even about kids. Even just if I didn't have kids, even just with me at this day and age, just dating is dangerous nowadays. You got men just, murdering their girlfriends left and right because they want to leave. A lot that I ain't got time for, because I love my life and I cherish my life. I've been through shit. I ain't trying to go through that shit again. I'm getting older. I got kids to raise and shit like that. Like, I'm trying to be around for my kids. I ain't got time to be caught up in these fucking no good ass niggas. Excuse my language, because I'm probably not supposed to say that on here. The N word, but for real, just gotta be careful. Tony likes to. She said, "Yeah, gotta check them out. You gotta check them out for 16 my female. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta watch these. And to me, that still ain't a long time to, truly move somebody in. Because you never know, you truly never know anybody till you live with them. That's number one. I just feel like I ain't dating. I'm gonna make this situation work. Ain't no relationship perfect, but I'd rather be with somebody that I know and been with for years than just meeting somebody fucking random and new. Don't know their intentions, don't know their fucking motives, none of that. Like, and I just feel like I ain't got time to just, getting to know somebody all over again. I ain't got time for it. I really don't. But I just pray that the truth come out about what happened to Cash. He didn't deserve it at all. None of these kids deserve any of the things that happened to them. They to be here. They didn't ask to be here. And about Taylor Nicholson case, I feel like she belonged behind bars as well. She belonged behind bars as well. Now, initially yesterday, I remember I was saying, like, oh, she needs to be locked up or held for neglect because she should never left her son with somebody that was abusing her. But then after I got off live, I really had to sit there and analyze what the fuck I was saying. Like, hold up, Chrissy, like you being kind of hypocritical. Well, not actually, because me nowadays wouldn't do no shit like that. But it's like everybody, I don't know, because I don't want to sound like I'm taking up for her, because I'm damn sure not. I still feel like she should be held accountable, whether I did it or not. But I just feel like, people make choices not thinking that, yes, he's abusive to me, but you're not thinking. Now, there's a different story if he was abusive to her son and she abusive to her and her son. Like, she knew that he was beating his son and doing this and that. My situation is different. He never laid a hand on my daughter ever. Ever. That really would have been a fucking deal breaker for me. Like, but no, it's like, because in my head, I'm like, okay, he hitting me. I never once in my head thought that he would ever, and it's me being truly honest, I never once in my head thought that he would ever harm my daughter. And that's still how I feel to this day, honestly. But him hurting a child, nope, I don't see it. And I don't give a fuck how much I don't like this guy. I don't give a fuck, all the shit that me and him been through. We're not together now, and him putting his hands on me. But I can say that I don't see him hurting the child. But it's a different story if you knew like he was abusing your son and you still decide to leave him. I'm wrong too, because I should never left my daughter back then. Plenty of time, multiple times while I'm going to work or whatever. Even when I would just wanted to get out the house to have a drink, he would be the one to watch my daughter. I was with him for 6 years at this point. But again, that's some shit that I just won't do at all now. At all. My kids right now are not here. My kids are at my sister's house. And I trust my sister. I love my sister to death. I trust her. But it's like I don't even be feeling comfortable when my kids are not around me, or at least in not arm's reach, but like across the street at their grandma's house where I could just walk over there. But I be feeling bad because it's like I can't keep, keeping my kids in the house. Like my kids barely go anywhere. Only place they go is literally my house or across the street to their grandma's house. I have nieces, nephews, all that, same age as my kids. So I do be feeling bad that I don't really allow them to, because they don't go outside. I don't even allow my kids to go outside up here. I don't. I be too paranoid just thinking about shit. All the fuck that shit that goes on in this world. I just be too scared. And I know you can't be like that with kids. I get that, because when they finally do get a taste outside, they're going to go fucking crazy, buck wild. So that's why it's always good to give your kids some type of leeway, some type of freedom. Because again, I had cousin, I got family like that. I'm telling y'all, we the same age. My mom, brother kids, actually, like I swear they was one of them kids that stayed in the house, played video games, sun up to sundown. Once they got, old enough to make their own decision and say they're going to fuck outside, I'm telling y'all, they went fucking crazy. One of them is in jail right now. I'm not going to say for what, but some fucked up shit to, a child. That's number one. The other one is just, I don't know, weird and just out there. And then the daughter, because the other one, the boy, the daughter, she's just out there too. So you can't keep your kids locked in, but at the same time, it's just like the way the world is nowadays. I'm too scared. Like, again, like my kids are at my sister's house, my blood sister, my mom's daughter. And like right now, I'm just like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I just like when my kids are home or close to me. I feel this. I don't know. I was telling my mom that earlier, because she was like, my mom was telling me, she was like, let the kids stay. They're cousins. My daughter and my sister daughter, they the same age. She like, they don't go outside, so they need to hang around each other. So my mom was like, let them stay, Snooty. You can't keep your kids, and not let them hang around other family members. They got cousins and shit like that. So I'm like, all right. But I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I was like, I don't be trying to be rude enough on like when I don't let the kids stay the night out and stuff like that. It's just that I be feeling so, I don't know if this is even the right word for disorganized. But I be feeling discombobulated, like I be feeling like shit not right or something, like something missing, like seriously, like that's how I feel right now. Probably why I'm up. I be feeling like something is missing when my kids not around me. I be feeling empty or something, like. And then my house be too quiet, like right now. It's like extremely quiet. He should be walking in the door any minute, getting off work. Kids at my sister's house. I've been here since like 9, 10. I fell asleep, woke up, and I was looking into this case, and I was like, you know what? Let me get on here and finish talking about it. Because again, I was gonna get on here earlier, but I wound up going to my sister's house unexpectedly or whatever. But yeah, this whole story is just crazy. It's like shit nowadays just don't even faze me. But I keep constantly hearing about these kids. It's just like, damn, another one. Like, who the fuck gonna be the future? We keep taking, they keep taking these kids out. Like, who gonna be the future? Ain't gonna be no fucking future. You feel this way too, Steph? Yeah, it's just like, what the hell? Like, this shit gotta stop. I really do. Uh-uh. Kids having kids. And that's another problem right there. Kids having kids, not raising them right because they haven't been raised right, their damn stuff. So they not raising their kids right. That's why you got all these kids like nowadays. Turn the news on. Look who's doing the killing. 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. It ain't even a fucking grown up nowadays, I promise you. At least not here in Philly. Yeah, that do seem to be out there. Says take out our future. Cause that's what it seemed like. All these kids just being murdered left to right, left to right, left to right. Who the fuck we gonna have? Who gonna be the next generation? That's crazy. Nope, no foundation at all. None at all. Then you got these parents who rather party all day, night, and every day of the fucking week instead of being home with their kids. And then their kids is just running the streets doing what they want, terrorizing everybody the fuck else out in these streets because they not being loved properly at home. Their mom not home, their dad not there. So now they ain't got shit else to do but be outside and try to get a hot meal the best way they know, robbing, stealing, killing. And that's why I always say, and people be trying to comfort me sometimes, like, oh well, you can't blame the parent all the time. You can't blame the parent all the time. I'm not trying to blame the parent all the time, but if you look at the effect of things, it starts with the home. It starts with the parent. Yes, kids gonna make their own choice at the end of the day because they're their own person, but you still try to instill that shit in them, discipline, manners. You have to work for what you want and what you need. You don't go out and take it, steal and kill for it. That's the problem. Whole generation is just fucked up nowadays. Parents at the bars every single fucking day of the week. They're not helping their kids with their online schoolwork. Kids failing in every subject. They don't know what the fuck they're gonna eat because their mom at the bar or whatever she possibly could be at work. So again, they hungry. They want what the other kids have. The name brand sneakers, this, the that, the iPhones. They can't get it because their parents don't give a fuck. Their parents too busy feeding their high or getting drunk or whatever to chase them behind their nigga or their girlfriend. They're not giving two shits about their kids. I promise you. So that's why we got all these kids just out here being reckless, stealing, killing, with no remorse. Because they ain't been properly loved. A lot of the kids, they're not properly loved at all. So all they know is get it how you live. It's crazy, but that's how it is. That's how it is. I know somebody. I was just telling my sister earlier when I seen her party every single day of the week, like literally and she got a 16-year-old son and I believe a 6-year-old son or something like that. Party every goddamn day of the fucking week. I'm like, wow, who be having her kids? You like 40, you in the bar every single day. That shit don't get old. Bars don't even entertain me. I'm 31. Bars don't even do shit for me. I've been there, done that. I could care less about a fucking bar or a club, honestly, y'all. Y'all don't see me out at all. When do I ever post a picture? If you follow me on Instagram or whatever, social media, or even on here when I be posting pictures, you never see me in no bar, nobody's club. I wouldn't dare step foot in a bar or club nowadays. I'm too scared to be in a tight ass space with motherfuckers I don't know. Anything can pop off and everybody's stuck in a tight ass space. I got wine in my house. If I want to have a drink, I have a drink in the house. By the company, my friends or something over, or my family. But I don't play the bar. I won't even dare play this shit nowadays. I love my life. I love my life. And that's why I say sometimes people, it's like y'all motherfuckers be asking for it. Partying every day of the week. Might as well hold the fucking sign to your fucking forehead. Take a t-shirt or something. I don't give a fuck about my life. Feel free to take it. People is crazy. People is really crazy. And again, I'm 31. I ran the streets. I'm not even, I'm still young. And that's what people get fucked up. Like, I could be one of them parents that right now, it's Saturday. I'm in the house, boyfriend at work, kids going. I could be out right now. I could have went out. But that ain't my thing. Even when my kids was leaving and about to pull off to go to my sister's house, I went to the car, asked my kids again. I said, y'all don't want to come home with me? And they was like, no, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, y'all. Then they're like, Mom, you want us to come? Then I feel bad. I'm like, it's alright, just go ahead. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I always tell my oldest daughter, make sure you look out for your little sister. Whenever I'm not around, you make sure you look out for your little sister. I don't even play that shit. And I tell my youngest daughter the same, you look out for your sister. Shit. But wait, y'all, I'm about to get off here. But let me tell y'all what happened to me this morning, y'all. I know this is totally off subject, but I got to tell somebody. Yo, I had ordered DoorDash, okay? I ordered DoorDash this morning. I had got a medium coffee. So I get a text from the DoorDash girl. She like, oh, I put your coffee at C Blasey Blasey, which is not my apartment number. So I'm like, I text back. I'm like, well, why you take it? Because that's on a totally opposite side apartment building of mine. So I'm like, well, why you ain't just bring it to my apartment if you have my apartment door? Right, sis. Gotta look out for the babies. So I'm like, why you just ain't bring it to my front door? I don't fucking live in C4. So she like, this is exactly what she texted me, y'all. She said, y'all motherfuckers be lazy. the least you could fucking do is get up off your ass and meet me in the parking lot for the coffee. So she was like, but being as though you didn't, I said it to the first apartment I seen. She was like, cause I'm not, she's like, what she said? She said, I don't go to apartment doors. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it's fucking, if you can see smoke coming through my head, I'm telling y'all, I was fucking so heated. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I was so fucking upset. I texted back, and I'm wrong. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm wrong because I know better. I should know better. But this how upset I was, y'all. I was really mad. I told her, I said, pull back up, pull back up. So that's what she texted back. If I said pull back up, she said, oh, now you want to fight me? She said, now you want to fight me because you lazy? So I said, I ain't gonna lie. I called the B-word, y'all, because I was upset. I was early in the morning. I just went on my goddamn coffee. You getting smart? Talk about I'm lazy, this and that. So long story short, I said, B, if you don't like your job, you shouldn't have took the fucking job. DoorDash, meaning you come to my fucking door, not me come to the parking lot to get my fucking coffee. So she said, you only spent $3 on the coffee any old fucking way. I hope you didn't think I was trying to find your apartment for that. So when she said that again, I said, well, can you pull back up? So she was like, pull back up for what? And then she was like, okay. She was like, you know what? I'm going to pull back up. She was like, watch this. Watch what? Oh, no. She said, she said, I forgot. Because my mom, I told my mom was like, I don't know why motherfuckers think that because they from a certain part of town or whatever, it's supposed to mean something. Because she was like, because y'all know I live, if you don't know, I live in an okay neighborhood. My neighborhood is, Caucasian and Indians. So I guess she thought that I was born and raised up here. Because she said, oh, I'm from North Philly, the heart of North Philly. Not knowing that's exactly where I'm from, too. 24th in Indiana. So that's what I texted her. I said, oh, you from North? I said, me too. So what you saying? 24th in Indiana to be exact. She ain't pulled up then. I went right outside. And again, I ain't proud to say that I'm wrong. I know. But again, I was highly upset. Because not only that, just last week, the nail salon lady played with me. I made a fucking appointment. Got there. She was getting smart. She told me to get the hell out the nail salon, y'all. I made a video about that, but I took it down. So I was already upset because I felt like people just keep trying me. I don't know what it is. Oh, I did report it. I did. They gave me my refund back from DoorDash this morning. Oh, I did. I said she was being unfair, and I sent the text to them. I did. I reported her ass. But I was just highly upset, y'all. I went outside, and I sat on my step, waiting for this lady to pull the fuck up. Hell no, she ain't get no damn tip. And I was waiting for this lady to pull up. She ain't pull up there. My mom called me. She was like, take your ass in the house. So after I just took my ass in the house, I was like, you know what? I ain't even want to entertain this shit. Like, I had too much shit to lose. For real. For real, it really is. Like, I'm too nice. Like, I really be letting a lot of shit slide. I really do. I be letting a lot of stuff slide. But after a while, it was like, hold that now. Like, the fuck? Like, I know I be trying to change and all that, but you ain't gonna keep playing with me now. First the Chinese lady, now DoorDash lady. Like, come on. Come on now. Because I don't bother nobody. It's one thing about me. I do not bother nobody. I don't disrespect anyone until you disrespect me. And then I let your ass have it. And y'all know when I start, I don't stop. And my mouth can be very nasty when I need to be. Let me see where the hell he at. Try to see where the hell he at now. 3:30. I mean 3:20. I just text him where you at. Cause I'm getting tired of that. Respect is the man. Yes. But I really do be trying not to pay these people no mind at all. But alright, y'all, I'm about to get off here. It's 3:20 a.m. See where the hell he at. Because I'm ready to smoke. And he need to come on. And I'm tired. And the Shy just came on tonight. So I want to watch the new episode before I go to bed tonight. I actually was on. Y'all follow Nina Boy on YouTube. I just subscribed to his channel. I was watching some of his videos too earlier about the Taylor Nicholson case. He doing a good coverage on it. So I was watching it live. Let me see if he's still live. I'm gonna get off this thing. Let me see. Let me see something. He said driving home. He said I just did. Tomorrow's Sunday. Well, it's Sunday now, but cook dinner tomorrow. Kids come home. I'll be glad when school get up. Alright, y'all. I'm about to call it a night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be going live tomorrow, 8 p.m. That's the regular time I'm be going live and then on 8 p.m. So make sure you guys tune in. We want to continue to talk about Cash Gurney case and also Amari Nicholson case as well. And I also want to do an update on Dolce since you brought it up. And also I do want to do an update on the Diana Bryce case. If y'all familiar with that, about I believe she was 19 year old pregnant female whose body was found deceased. Her boyfriend who did it is still on the run. They're still looking for him, so I do want to talk about that. But make sure you guys tune in, and again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel if you already haven't, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good night.